The day my mother died, she tried to warn me. Her last words were, "The box, under the floor." I thought she meant memories. I was wrong. What I found inside that box exposed a murder, a betrayal, and a secret that destroyed my entire family. And the most shocking part? The killer was still living in my house. It rained the day we buried her. My father didn't cry. He stood stiff beside the coffin, hands folded, face hard like stone. My older brother Marcus cried loudly, too loudly. The kind of crying that feels rehearsed. And then there was my Aunt Sophia. Watching me. Studying me. As if she knew something I didn't. After the burial, as everyone left, Aunt Sophia leaned close to me and whispered. "Some secrets are buried for a reason, Elena. Don't go digging." I froze. How did she know? 3 nights later, I couldn't sleep. My mother's final words echoed in my head. The box, under the floor. Our house was old. Wooden floors. They creaked when you walked across them. I went into my mother's bedroom. Her scent still lingered, lavender and vanilla. My hand shook as I moved the rug beside her bed. And there it was. A loose floorboard. My heart pounded as I pried it open. Underneath was a small, metal box. Locked. The next day, I searched everywhere. Drawers. Closets. Jewelry cases. And then I remembered her necklace, the one she never took off. It had been buried with her. But at the hospital, before they dressed her for the funeral, I had removed it. I had it in my bag. I rushed to my room and examined the pendant closely. There was a tiny groove at the back. It clicked open. Inside was a small golden key. I couldn't breathe. The box opened with a soft metallic snap. Inside were old photographs, a birth certificate, letters tied with a faded ribbon, and a newspaper clipping from 25 years ago. I picked up the birth certificate first. The name on it wasn't mine. It said, "Baby girl, born to Maria Alvarez." Maria Alvarez. That was my mother's name. But under father, the name wasn't my father's. It was someone else. Daniel Reyes. I felt like the air had been sucked out of my lungs. I wasn't my father's daughter. I grabbed one of the photographs. It showed my mother, younger, smiling, standing beside a man I had never seen before. His arm was wrapped around her. They looked in love. On the back of the photo, written in my mother's handwriting, "Our little miracle deserves the truth one day." My hand started shaking violently. Was I the miracle? I opened the newspaper. The article headline read, "Local businessman Daniel Reyes dies in car explosion." The date. It was the same week I was born. The article said the explosion was suspicious but no suspect was ever charged. My chest tightened. Daniel Reyes, my real father, died the week I came into the world. And no one ever talked about him. Not once. There were 6 letters. All written by Daniel. All addressed to my mother. One letter made my heart stop. "If anything happens to me, promise me you'll protect her from them. They will come after her. Especially Victor." Victor. My father's name. I didn't sleep that night. I was heartbroken thinking on how to confront my father. The next morning, I walked into the living room where my father sat reading the newspaper. I placed the birth certificate on the table. His hands froze. For the first time in my life, he looked afraid. "Where did you get this?" he demanded. "From the box Mom hid under the floor." His jaw tightened. She should have destroyed that. Destroyed it. Destroyed the truth. He didn't deny it. Instead, he sighed heavily and said, "You were never mine." The words pierced through me. "She loved him," he continued. Daniel Reyes. He was my business partner. My best friend. My stomach twisted. And you killed him? I whispered. He slammed his fist on the table. It was supposed to scare him. Not kill him. My ears rang. He continued talking like he was justifying it. Daniel had planned to leave the company. Take money. Start over with my mother. My father panicked. Planted a device in Daniel's car. But it exploded too soon. My father covered it up. And when my mother found out, she threatened to go to the police, he said bitterly. But she had you. And I told her if she spoke, you'd grow up with a murderer's name. So she stayed silent. For me. Why didn't she leave you? I asked, tears streaming down my face. He looked at me coldly. Because I reminded her every day that accidents happen. My blood ran cold. My mother hadn't died from a weak heart. She had fallen down the stairs. Alone. At night. No witnesses. I stared at him. What did you do? I whispered. He didn't answer. But his silence was louder than a confession. My mother's secret wasn't just that I had a different father. It wasn't just that my father killed him. It was this. She knew her life was in danger. And she was preparing me. That box. Those letters. The hidden key. She had been building a case. For years. And now? She wasn't here to protect me anymore. 2 weeks later, I walked into a police station. I handed them everything. The letters. The article. The birth certificate. The story. It reopened a cold case from 25 years ago. And a suspicious death from 2 months ago. My father was arrested. He looked at me as they took him away. Not with anger. Not with sadness. But with disbelief. He never thought I would choose the truth. Sometimes I visit my mother's grave. I kneel beside the stone. I know your secret now, I whisper. I know why you stayed. The wind always blows softly when I'm there. Like she's answering me. Her secret died with her. But the truth didn't. And neither did I. Subscribe to Drama Toon Stories for more shocking twists.